Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so today we're going to learn how to do some simple exercises from your home using little or no equipment. So we're going to start with doing our lower body exercises. We're going to learn how to do a proper squat, a lunge, and a calf press. For our upper body, we'll do a chest press, we'll do a bicep curl. For our biceps, we're going to do a tricep kickback for our triceps and a shoulder press for our shoulders. The main thing we want to avoid is having our knees travel over our toes. So when we're doing the squat, if we end up where we can't see our toes, we're doing it wrong. We're putting too much pressure on our knees. So a simple way to avoid that is to lean against a wall, have our feet about shoulder width apart, our toes slightly out, and that also gives a little bit of extra relief for the knees. And you're just going to slide down the wall. You can either sit and hold in this position.
And it's good for cleaning the walls.
Not allowing your knee to travel past your toes. So one of the things I like to do first is to initiate it with my hips. So I'm going to drive out fairly far and then make sure that I'm not trying to jump forward, that I'm going down. So I go down and then I come back up. You're going to just take shoulder width apart stance, and you don't want to drop below the stairs with your heels. That puts too much pressure on your Achilles tendon, so you can go just horizontal or just slightly below. Some variations, you could go into a duck pose or a penguin pose where your toes are pointing towards each other more. To make this a little bit more difficult and more challenging would be to add some weight in your hands. Hold it like a suitcase. A way to work the chest would be a chest press. And at home you can do this lying down on the floor. You can take your weights or your water bottles or your cans of peas, and you're just going to hold them to your sides, press them up and together, concentrating on squeezing your chest muscles together at the top. If you have an exercise ball, put yourself into a position where your head and your shoulders are protected by the ball, supported by the ball. Your base is going to be, your pelvis area is going to be up high. You're making a nice solid bridge. And again, you do the same motion where you're taking the weights to the side, bringing them up together at the middle and squeezing your chest together at the top of the motion. So a tricep kickback, we're going to have Tony supporting his weight on one arm. The other arm is going to kick up high in the air, stay close to his body, and then he's going to actually push the weight back. He should feel this in the backs of his arms and his triceps. Basic tricep curl. Your arms are going to be out in front of you. And you're just going to put all the way down, up into a curl. Thinking about squeezing that muscle together, squeezing the bicep. Whatever your range of motion allows you to do. The whole point is to add a little bit of extra weight onto the workout you're doing, which will help. What happens is your muscles actually are tearing apart a little bit. Then when you rest, they recover and stitch back together, and then they become more strong. They become a little bit bigger each time, and that's how you develop muscle. 10 full. And really enjoy that feeling. Isn't that feel good? There you go.